Hello there! This is going to be a Lego video. Just leave my hair like that. So a little while ago, a little thing that was going around YouTube was this one bid, one win eBay challenge thing. I saw like all the Figure 4 lads were doing that. And they've since migrated from this platform. So will they see my response to this little subject? I don't know. I'm not going to address the elephant in the room at the moment. Let's just carry on talking about toys as long as I can do that for. But yeah, as far as I can tell, the really complicated basis of this whole premise is that you go on eBay and you find something that's bidding and you put one bid on, and if you win it, then whoa, you can talk about it in a video like this. And I did completely by chance. It's like, oh, all right then, let's do a video about it in this vein and feel like video responses are still a thing. So what I won was Lego Slicer with his this is the case it comes in. If you're unfamiliar with the Slicers, or what they called throwbots in America, that's rubbish. I'm sorry, I'm never going to call it that. This is the case it comes in. This was before Bionicle, before like things came in canisters and whatever. It's a weird casing. It's got belt loops on it. I was gonna put it on my belt for this video so I'd look super cool. Whoops, I forgot about that. And it's sort of like a spaceship as well, and you open it up and the bloke is folded up inside there, and there's like a compartment for the discs that he throws, and his instructions are in there and everything. I got it for like £6, and this is a 20-year-old Lego set. This is from 1999, and it's like, what? Suddenly feeling my age. But it's like best thing ever. It's I can't even begin to describe how, although I'm going to have to, because you know this is a video. I can't just sit and go, oh, I like it, that's the end. This whole thing is just peak Ben aesthetic. It's jungly themed. It's the jungle slicer. Did I mention that? Jungle time, Jungle Boy in the jungle thick. This, I love it. It's all green and turquoisey teal bits. Favourite colour. It's got a piddly little tiny like sword that you would have on like a minifigure. It's like a little sort of comic thing with the instructions that are like, oh, here's what you do with them, and here's you know how you can play with it. And whoever has drawn this has drawn it with the sword that's like 3 times as big, and it's like no, it's tiny. It's a tiny little knife. I suppose it's supposed to be like a machete for, you know, cutting through jungle thickets, but it's piddly. I kind of like it. I kind of just like how that's just, yeah, Lego were like, oh, he needs a sword. Give him that sword. Give him the ninja sword. We've already done. But it's for the little Lego men though. I'll give it to him anyway. It fits in his hand. It's all right. Here you go. We'll make it look big in the photos. Yeah. Of course, over here is his big silly arm, what he throws discs with, which I think even as a kid, because I had one of these sets at the time. I had the fire one. Even back then when I was 6, I was like, is this really cool? Is this, you know, it's like you get like 3 seconds of fun out of that, unless you can make a really complicated, convoluted actual game out of it, with points and stuff, and I don't think you really can. But whatever, it's part of the charm. It's part of the charm because these are sort of weird. It's like they're so nearly like good little action figure-y things, and in some ways I think some of these are more posable than Bionicles ended up being for the first sort of lot that they did of them. I don't know, it's just weird. It's like it's half sort of weird static joints where they clip in and they stay there, or you can then move it around with the ball joints and everything, and you know, he's got legs and he's got feet and everything, and for whatever reason you turn the dial on his back and he slowly moves his head and shoulders, and it's like, there you go. As someone who's recently had some back trouble, I can relate to that. But why did they think that was a cool gimmick? Like, it takes so long to move it because the gear is so big. And like, okay, that's a feature. It's a thing that you can do with Technic bits, but what was that supposed to be? You know, it's like you have to sort of do that to fold him up to put him back in his spaceship. But Yeah, I don't know, it's an odd thing. What this whole thing feels like to me is that it was something that was very cool for all of like 5 minutes, basically, in 1999. You know, they did the slicers, and like really, for a sort of first attempt at a technique-y robot action figure-y building line like this, they're good. You know, the slicers have got some personality, and there's definitely something kind of scrappy that actually I really enjoy that the Bionicles don't really have. It's just a robot-y bloke with a jungle theme. It's got like a tribal mask painted face and this sort of antenna up here as though he's, you know, trudging through, I want to say like Viet Cong jungle, like army stuff. I don't know if that's a good thing to say. There's just a lot to enjoy. There's a lot of character in this that comes from a more sort of real world slant of what jungly themed stuff can go into a silly plastic robot. That of course, the more sort of island native look that Bionicle went for can't really have. It makes this thing a mix of different looks. You know, it's got the tribal thing with the face paint, and it just makes you think, oh, what if Bionicle had done like painted masks? That would have been really good. He's also got all these hard angles and all the industrial cog stuff, and it's great. I love it. I'm going to stop talking about it now because I realise I'm just sort of rambling about weird stuff that's like, oh, I just like it. I just like it. This, it feels like it's become a kind of really good summation of things that I like put into one object. So it's like, yes, I had to talk about this in a video. Definitely had to get on and realise that it was a thing again. Cause I wouldn't have bought this if it wasn't for a picture I saw on like Twitter or something where it's like they had all of them laid out, and I was like, oh my god, look at the green jungly one. Why don't I own that? I need that in my life, and I've got it. And it only took me one bid on eBay, and it's great, and I love it. And I'm so tempted to just go buy more of them. Just keep buying them until I can make some kind of giant homunculus fueled by my very unconscious, because the whole look of this whole thing is just what fills most of the undercurrent of my brain most of the time, I would think. Of course, the effect of revisiting some 20-year-old Lego has had on me is a bit, I'm looking down here because I'm looking at the floor where there's just piles of all of my Lego at the moment, because for some reason I decided, yeah, you know what, I'm going to just go through it and sort it all out and see what I've actually got. And yeah. Why have I chosen to do this? So that's something I've been doing recently. It's kind of good and it's not at the same time. But it has let me do things like put back together old favourite sets, like Django's Stave 1 here. When we're done, we'll go get some ice cream. I've taken apart literally everything else. I've had sets here that have been in kind of mostly complete state since I put them together back in like Christmas of like 2002, 3, something like that. Never taken them apart to use their bits or anything else. And now it's all rendered down into differently coloured piles, and I realise there are only like 12 colours of Lego, and a little bit of the magic has died with that. But I've kept this one because it's really good, and I think I'm going to go back and put back together things like my Naboo Starfighter and the Droid Fighter, and oh no, getting back into the old Star Wars Lego, an especially dangerous sort of time with the new film coming up. Whoops. There you go, there's a quick little update of what I've been up to. Lego, more Lego, hurting my fingertips with the amount of Lego I've been prizing apart, and I'm honestly starting to get sick of the sight of it. But there we go. Been enjoying some 20-year-old toys. Yeah. How? How is this 20 years old?